It was an old house with creaky floors and peeling wallpaper, but what really set it apart were the shadows in the basement. The previous owners had warned us about them, but we didn't take it seriously. We just assumed it was a silly superstition. That all changed one night. We were sitting in the living room watching TV when the lights flickered. We thought it was just a power surge until we heard a scratching sound coming from downstairs. We all froze, listening intently. It was definitely coming from the basement. We made our way down the stairs, the only source of light coming from a single flashlight. As we descended, the scratching grew louder and more frantic. When we finally reached the bottom, we shone the flashlight around the room, searching for the source of the noise. That's when we saw them, the shadows. They were everywhere, surrounding us, creeping closer and closer. And they weren't just any shadows, they were the shadows of things that shouldn't even have a shadow with no object. We tried to run, but the shadows seemed to envelop us, trapping us in place. We were paralyzed with fear, unable to move as the shadows began to merge into one massive entity. The room grew darker and colder, the air thick with the stench of decay. It was as if we had been transported to another world, a world where darkness ruled and the shadows were the rulers. Suddenly, there was a blinding flash of light, and we were free. We stumbled out of the basement, gasping for air. When we looked back, the shadows were gone, but we knew they would be back. From that day on, we never went into the basement again. We moved out shortly after, but to this day, I can still feel their icy touch on my skin. The shadows in the basement still haunt me, taunting me with their endless darkness.